Hello, welcome back to Chasing Profits. I've never done this before. This is 2 videos in one day, so consider it something that I probably won't do again, but I got something that I need. It's an update to the earlier video that I did. Um, I watched some more videos. I looked through a bunch of listings, and ironically, the majority of them were not promoted. They were just organic listings, and I was like, wow. I mean, so people are already clicking off. Now, I decided to do a 50-50, and basically how I'm doing that 50-50 is like by category. Now there are like a couple of items like it's just they're singular, okay, but the ones that are category, then there's more, 4 5 of those items in that category. I'm like leaving maybe 2 or 3 promoted, and then the opposite organic, or the other way. If it's an even number, you get 2 and 2, or 3 and 3, or if it's a odd number, you get 1 and 2, or 2 and 3, or whatever the case is. You get my point. And like I said, I'll have to monitor the situation to see how it goes. There's a lot of theories though, and here's my concern. Okay, I just watched a video where 2 very prominent, well-known, respected eBay sellers, resellers, got in on a live video stream. It was from the other day. I mean, I missed it, and I hate I missed it. And they both, had very similar but some different opinions on the issue. Now, they've been here a long time. The bottom line is, like they said, everybody could stop doing promoted listings. But here's the thing. Everybody's not going to jump on that train, because there's people, and I'm probably going to make a lot of people mad when I say this, and I don't mean it to say it to make anybody mad. I say it because there are people like me that are under a year, and like I'm just a little over 6 months into this, and we're going to be the ones that are pushed completely out. Because let's say everybody decided to like boycott, or like in the real brick and mortar world, go on strike. Some of them that's been here forever are not going to do it. They're going to pay the fees. And then it was suggested to, like, and I've even ran 1 and 2% promoted. Here's the thing. Even if we all, okay, let's say it goes that way, and we wind up having to do the promoted, and we all go to 1, excuse me, 1% or 2%, or in between, they're going to raise the bar on that 1%. I've seen the percentage trending rates as high as 18 point something percent over this past week. I've never seen it that high, ever. Now, I've only been here a little over 6 months. Now, I had, like I said in my earlier video, a Tommy Hilfiger wallet at 11.1%. I come in 3.5 pages deep. Now, I did, I had taken into consideration that, the 2 first pages were top rated plus sellers that I'm just September 20th. So there's going to be some seniority there. Now, you got to take into account your titles. You got to take into account the way you list. There's a lot of variables there to look at, and this is what they were talking about. But they left out the seniority, and there is seniority in eBay. And I've heard it from not these people, okay? I heard it from eBay people that I have actually gotten to know over the past 6 months. There's actually a few of the teammates that I have gotten to know myself. And yes, Top Rated Plus does have a seniority rule. So, what I mean when I say that, a saturated market, and you've got a whole bunch of these, the ones that's been there the longest are going to be at the top. The ones that came, the ladder of the group, like myself, are going to be at the end. What bothered me again was there was some organic listings above me. Now, I personally ran that particular listing through Title Builder, and it came in at 92%. So there was nothing wrong with my title. The listing itself, there was nothing wrong with the listing. It's really, actually, go look at it. It's I don't have the item number to tell you how to go look at it, but it's just go Lab Media 19. You'll find it. Okay, and then, or just type in Tommy Hilfiger black wallets and search through till you find. I still don't know how, because I don't have the item number. So, but trust me, I'm 3.5 pages deep, and there is a few organic non-Top Rated Plus above me. Okay, like I said, I turned the promoted listings off of that particular listing. Alright, okay, back to the second part of this. Again, the percentages on promoted listing, we all go to 1 to 2%. They're going to take that bar, they're going to raise it up. That 1% will become $2 to $3. Okay, the 2% will become $3 to $6, and so on, is my point, because eBay is going to make their money. Now, again, as I spoke earlier, they've experimented with other things that did not work out the way they had planned, and they, made alternative arrangements. And I'm going to call a name here. I don't normally do this, but I'm siding with Ryan Roots right now. Now, he's chose to do what he's doing. I'm choosing a 50-50. The other guy is choosing to stick with promoted. Or maybe he's mixing it up. I'm not real sure. But I agree with Ryan. SEO, I did affiliate marketing for the better part of 2 decades before coming into this, website building, other types of marketing, social media, PLR, you name it. Okay, search engine optimization, keywords, etc., 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 etc. And what I like about eBay is the fact that I don't have to dig out the keywords for the Google search engines to pick up, and that's why I like using the eBay platform, and I don't want to lose it, because it gives me the opportunity to get my items seen. And I guess if it came down to it, I'm not going to run from it. I'm going to stay here and stick this out. And I suggest everybody stick it out, because the bottom line is this: if everybody did decide to turn off promoted listings, they would be forced to do something different, because if they cut everybody off for not using them, then they don't make money. No sellers, you don't make money. What is the people to answer the phone? Is there enough of them to do all this? No. We're talking a worldwide of people. I think there'll be a balance found. I think there's a resolution to this, but it's going to have to work it out. It's going to. I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow, next week, maybe not even within a month. I feel by Christmas that we'll be back on track. I do. They mentioned there was another like bump in the road type thing. And they had to, eBay had to go back and reevaluate. And I think this is one of those situations where they're going to see that they're going to have to go back and reevaluate this particular issue. And, okay, like on promoted listings, like, okay, I was at 11.1. Okay, my sales had been slow. Normally, I do not promote that high. I'm usually a 1, 2, maybe 3%. But like I said, 3 weekends in a row, a month. We're going on a month now of just almost nothing compared to what I'm used to, and it was desperation, but it did me no good. I was still 3.5 pages in deep, and it wasn't getting seen whether I promoted it or didn't promote it. So, again, I'm not gonna tell you to cut off your promoted listings. I'm not gonna tell you to turn them on. I'm not gonna tell you to do 50-50. I'm gonna tell you to do what you feel you need to do for yourself. It's a situation that you've got to just sit down and evaluate it, and evaluate your business. And like I said, I've decided to become more proactive, get more involved, become more vocal, speak out more. I've been, using that, it's like a forum type thing. And I've been answering a lot of people's questions and stuff, and I've kind of worked my way up a little bit in that one. And I'm gonna just keep doing that. Let me give you some background. When I started this back in March, I was on chemo. Okay, a year ago, everybody didn't think I'd see my birthday July 27th. I didn't think I was going to see it either. But at the end of August and September last year, I wound up in the hospital. I became diabetic on July 10th. Not this past summer, the summer before. And I got sicker and sicker. And the 6 days, 3 days in ICU, 3 days on the heart floor, they found 3 spots on my liver. And if it hadn't have been, I'm not mad about being a diabetic anymore. If that hadn't have happened, they wouldn't have found the spots. And they found it pretty fast. In other words, it was very new. So when I started my business back in March, I had just started the chemo, and I was just taking the pills, and yeah, they said your hair won't fall out, none of that, but half of it did. I did cut some of it, but it's don't fall, I can actually go through it with a brush now, and a handful don't come out. The normal amount comes out, and it's actually coming back. But for 2 months, they wanted me to do a 12-week trial. But it turned out at 8 weeks, they retested and did everything, and I came out, I was clean. I was 100% clean, and people are like, how did you do that? How did you stay up all those hours, start that business, taking that medication that made you sick every day, didn't want to eat? By the way, I've lost 50-something pounds now, which I needed to lose weight anyway, and I still need to lose more. But I was actually on chemo when I started this. So my reasons for staying is, in a way, this gave me something to fight for. This and my granddaughter, Alexis. That's what really got me through. And I'm not giving it up. I refuse to give it up. As long, I don't mind paying for promoted listing. This is what Ryan Root said, and I agree with him 155%. Just give me what I'm paying for. Put that listing that I'm paying for the first page maybe. If you can't do it every day, at least, or all day, do it half a day, then move it. Something, switch it up. Just give it some time up at the top. There's a way to balance that out. They have computers and they have programmers and coders, and trust me, these people are very intelligent, because I know HTML, JavaScript, CSS, PHP. That's really it. I can edit a little bit some of the other languages, but my skill set ends with the PHP. That's a hard one. I remember I had a script one time, and there was like a little mark on my front page. It took me 6 days, and I had to dig probably 900 pages deep to find that error, but I found it and I removed it and fixed it, and it was a PHP script. So, I mean, I'm grateful I have those skills, but I don't use that in eBay. I mean, I don't even use that at all anymore. I use it now. Well, I have to tweak a little stuff, sometimes when I do listings. But right now, I've kind of been doing the just type and go, get the information out there, where I was doing the little fancy templates, where they weren't really that fancy, but I was trying to create Crazy Lister for myself, so to speak. I talked about this in other videos, where I had created a mobile responsive template using Google Docs, but it was still too time consuming. I have been working with the drop down. You got 4,000 characters, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to cram it all in, and I've still not aced it, but when I do, I will do a screencast using my Screencast-O-Matic and show you how I did that. Anything that I learn, I do not mind sharing or showing and teaching to you. I will never ask you to pay me money for any of this. Even if I'm here 3 years from now and ride 3-4 more of these waves as changes go through, and let's say I have a bigger following, or I have a sizable following 3 years from now, or 5 years from now, I will not ask you to pay to see a live anything. I saw enough of that in the affiliate marketing world, okay, and I'm going to leave that alone. And I know there's affiliate marketing that can be done with eBay, Amazon, but it's a little bit different than traditional affiliate marketing. That type is digital downloads only, and you're looking at a 50% and up payout versus a smaller payout with Amazon or eBay. And I'm not saying don't do affiliate marketing. I'm saying do it. I mean, actually do it. If you can grab an item, sell it, make a few bucks, go for it. There's a guy, Rockstar Flipper. He's doing I think he may did it Saturday night. He's already did it. Okay. But Rockstar Flipper YouTube channel, check him out. He's offering a lot of info on how to do this. I'm not at a place where I can do that with you yet. I know how to do it. I've got other areas that I need to focus on, like still learning eBay itself. You cannot learn and master eBay in 6 months. You can't do it. You can become Top Rated Plus, but you will not know the ins and outs. That's why I need those guys, their videos, to help me learn more. And there's a few other great people out there. Lindy Glenn, she's awesome and hilarious. I love her videos. She always makes me laugh. Suzanne Wells, she's very informative, to the point, and I like her style. And if I'm going to pick a style to go and follow, it's going to be hers. So that'll tell you where I'm coming from. So check her out. She's been around since almost the early 2000s. Like, she's been around a long, long time. Anyway, and she can share a lot with you. A lot more than I can. But anyway, I just wanted to, get that off my chest. Like I said, I'm going to say it one last time, and then I'm going to let this issue go. If we all stop promoted listings, which we're not going to all do that, we might all threaten it, but in reality, people that's been here forever are not going to do it because they're not going to risk losing their businesses. These are people that are making over 10 grand a month. They're making buku money. They've been here a long time. They worked hard to get to where they're at, and they're not going to do it. Okay? Me, I'm willing to work to get there. Right now, I'm in a slump, but I'm going to work on ways of finding my way out of that slump. And I know some of it is through being more proactive, learning more, doing more, listing more, perfecting, or I don't like that word, making better pictures, creating better pictures. I've gotten better at it. I do have a newer camera now with, better megapixels and resolution, but I still get a shadow here and there. I do not have a professional photography kit yet. I do have 2 LED lights. Actually, I have 3, but I generally use 2, and for the most part, that takes almost all the shadow out, but every now and then I catch a shadow, and if you go look at my listings, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, it's up to you. I'm not telling you what to do, okay? If this is something you enjoy doing, stick with it. Ride the tide, ride it out. It will work itself out. It has in the past. Why would eBay up and now just decide that they're gonna? No, I don't see that. I'm sorry, I don't see it. And some people that have some clout that's been around are speaking up for us, and I want to say thank you to those people. And I'm going to go to both of your pages and leave a personal thank you. Anyway, if I've helped you in any way whatsoever, please give me a thumbs up. If I didn't, I'll take the thumbs down. Leave me a comment, a question. I will answer it, I promise. I would like to build this channel into a community channel of, it's a how-to and style. I'll still do my reviews. I've actually got a few things I'd really like to show you, but I'm going to have to save that for another video. This I felt was more pressing. It's bothering a lot of people. It's got me bummed out. It's got a lot of people bummed out. I read the message boards. I've read comments. At first I thought I was alone, but I'm not. And it's the little guys like us, the ones that's been here a year and under, are the ones I'm concerned for the most. And those are the ones I'm here to fight for the most. So, not that I have any great clout, because I don't. But I do have a big mouth, and I tend to speak my mind. And sometimes people actually listen. Yeah, they actually do. But I'm not going to call eBay up with it. No, I'm not ready for that. Anyway, thank you for tuning in again. I saw that I got more views from that earlier video in one day than I've gotten from some and all since I've been doing this. So anyway, thank you for everybody that watched. Like I said, thumbs up, support, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. And I'll be monitoring and updating. Thank you. Good night.